Then we have a power function. So if you want to set up basically use the power of a particular number, so all the syntax is select power, your number, and the power which you want to use. So here it will be 4 raised to power 2. Similarly, you can use column name as well here. So you can give a particular column name, and you want to convert. Basically, you want to square a complete column. So you just give the column name instead of 4, and you give it the power. So it will just square the complete column. And power and power are the same function.
No, when you use columns, what would happen? What's the output?
All the rows will have a square value. For example, we have a price row, so all the price would be the square of itself.
Okay, and the output is another string of numbers, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then similar is the power function. With power, you can use any one of them. Then we have a radian. So just like degree, it converts degree into radian. Then we have a rand function. So it's just like a Excel random function, but the issue is it will return the value between 0 to 1.
This is my favorite function here. I think you can just say there the output will be very random.
Yeah, it will give you the random number, but that trick is the values would be between 0. 0 would be inclusive, but 1 would be exclusive. So it won't be. It would never be 1, but it can be 0.
So Swap, can we edit the range by any chance? Like, for example, now you are saying in between 0 and 1. Is there any chance you can edit the range between 0 to 2 or something?
No, you can't edit it, but you can use a mathematical formula.
Okay. Oh, okay, got it.
So this way, you can use a floor function to make it a 0, or some floor or ceiling function to make it 1, and then you can just calculate it. So your values will change.
Okay.
Then we have a round off function. So it just converted decimal to the decimal places you want. So here in this case, we want a decimal place till 2. So it will round off till 2 decimal. Then we have a sign function. So if you want to know the sign of a particular sign of a number, so it will return you the value. So if it's a positive number, it will return you +1. If it's a negative number, it will return you -1, and if it's 0, it will return you 0. If plus positive number, it will return you +1. For negative, it will return you -1. Then we have a sign function. So it's a normal trigonometric function. It will return you the value of that sign number. Then we have a square root. So it will give you the square root of the numbers. Then we have a sum. So it will sum the total all the rows in that column and give you the result. So here it will do the sum of the quantity, show the total item ordered, and give the result. Then we have a tan function. It will return you the tan of this number. And last we have a truncate function. So the truncate it's like a round off number itself. So it will just truncate it to the 2 places of decimal. These were all the numeric functions we had. So we have covered the string functions, we have covered the numeric functions, and we have covered the date functions. I would give, for the next session, I was planning of having hands-on of these functions with the tables in MySQL. So right now, this is the only this is all for today.